The Southwestern College Jaguars. And on our 6'5" freshman out of Perry, Georgia, number 0, Jacob Jackson. At 4'6'3", sophomore.
Fourth place on the line in the Pacific Coast Athletic Conference as the 8-9 Cuyamaca Coyotes travel to the 8-10 Southwestern Den to take on the Jaguars. Hello, everyone. I'm Bo Fertig alongside my partner, Scott Catlin, bringing you today's game on the Cali Photo Sports Network. Southwestern coming in this one 3-3 overall in PCAC play. Cuyamaca 3-2 in PCAC play. Cuyamaca coming off a win, and I'm not sure. Actually, it doesn't look like we're going to get to our national anthem, so we're going to get right in this game. Partner, you caught last week's game. You're 1-0 in the booth. We had to bring you back for another one. What was something you took away from that last game that the Southwestern Jaguars could implement tonight?
Well, hopefully they'll keep the winning streak going and build off of what they did in the previous game. I found that they're good when they get early offense, and when they play inside out, they're a little more effective. So hopefully they carry the momentum, and we should know early. It seems like they have a size advantage. Let's see if they utilize that.
Cuyamaca coming off a win against Grossmont, beating the Grossmont Griffins 67-61, and last Friday, Southwestern won here at home 78-68. Southwestern white bottoms, white tops, and Cuyamaca controls the tip in the black bottoms, black tops with the baby blue trim. Starters for the Coyotes: Xavier Rubio, Jameer Sykes, Jonathan Dooley, Sergio Franzo, and PJ Brinkman, who is 4th in rebounds, 5th in field goal percentage, and 2nd in blocks per game. And that's down low. It looks like Franzo was fouled on the way up. He was fouled by Kevin Davis, who gets his 2nd start in back-to-back contests. Jartavius Jackson gets his 7th start of the season. Quentin Vela, his 13th start. DCH, averaging 8 points per game. The 6'6" sophomore gets his 15th start. Leading all-stars Jaden Barnett and Kevin Davis, who's coming off a double-double and player of the game against Palomar with 14 points and 13 rebounds. Franzo, 0 of 2 from the line. He's an 85% free throw shooter. It looks like Cuyamaca will come out in a man-to-man defense. Palomar came out in a 2-3 zone. Start against the Jaguars. Jartavius Jackson, they're going to say an illegal pick on DCH. Let's check out this instant replay, partner. Oh, it looked like he clipped him with his leg, slowed the defender down just a bit.
Yeah, both possessions, though, we have pretty quick whistles. I think the officials are trying to set the tone that we're going to have a motion, going to have freedom of movement in this game.
Southwestern going to pick up the ball full court. Vela on the ball, guarding Sykes. Sykes down low to Brinkman. The southpaw backs down DCH off the glass. No good. Nice strong rebound by Jackson. Jackson in the open floor, didn't like what he saw, pulled it back, and will reset the offense. Minute into this contest, still scoreless here at the Den on the Cali Photo Sports Network. Vela off the dribble. Nice defense by Sykes. Vela inside. Strong rebound by Jackson and the putback.
Yeah, I like to see them on the boards like that.
Jaguars definitely have the size advantage here today. PJ Brinkman standing at 6'6". Everyone else is 6'3" or shorter.
A good back cut.
The pump fake loses the ball on the way up. Nice dish to Dooley. Dooley unable to finish. Shot clock sits at 16 seconds. PJ Brinkman. Team is 1-4 without him and 7-5 with him on the floor.
Yeah, they're working everything through him already.
Franzo on the baseline, guarded by Davis. Gets Davis in the air. Franzo with the finish. Franzo ties it at 2. 2 minutes into this contest. Vela attacks, gets inside. The lane is good. Jaguars back with the early lead.
It's a good take. I'd still like to see more ball movement from them.
Quentin Vela the starter out of Madison. Franzo inside with the baby hook. Franzo has all 4 points for the Coyotes. We have yet to see an outside shot. Both teams attacking the basket. Vela on the handoff, looking for the pick. Gets it from DCH, pulls up from 3, and hits nothing but net.
That's something we didn't see. That's last game. That's pretty good. I like those high pick and rolls.
Vela shoots 37% from beyond the arc. Knocks down the first 3. The cut by Sykes. Sykes gets it stripped away by Jackson. Ball still loose. And Franzo has all 6 points for the Coyotes. Little unlucky there. Looks like Coyotes 1-3-1. Barnett from downtown off the mark. Rebound Brinkman. Sykes in the open floor. 3-on-2. Gets it near side to Rubio. Steps into that. And one and done. Rebound Jackson. What do you like to attack in this 1-3-1 zone, partner?
Faster. When they swing the ball, they need to do a little faster. Like the corners are where you want to hit, like that.
Vela from the corner, short on the shot.
So like the last trip down, we got an open 3, but one more pass would have been a better shot. So you want to try to penetrate, but get the ball in the corners, get the defense scrambling.
I know you're big on setting the offense up earlier.
Right. Yeah, and get the angles a little bit better before they pass the ball.
So you're ready to catch and shoot.
Right. And you're a little bit closer and you have a better angle all the way around.
Nico Cervantes is the first guy off the bench for the Coyotes, and he gets called for the traveling violation. Better tempo, though, from the Jaguars to start this one.
Well, I think both teams have a little more up-tempo pace. It's good flow so far, but neither team's really settled down yet.
Coyotes, like a 2-3 zone.
See, now he needs to drop down.
DCH got defenders in the air, working inside out. Barnett with the baseline drive, kicks it to the corner, short on the shot. Tipped out by Davis. Davis picks up the loose ball. Davis was big on the glass Friday night against the Comets.
Yeah, he's a big energy guy. They need that.
Coyotes going to stay in this zone. Davis inside out to Jackson. Jackson inside. Jackson gets his rebound back. Fresh shot clock.
One more pass and get a free open shot.
And Darian Carter-Hollinger was fouled on the three-point shot. He'll head the line to shoot 2. One of those situations where the defender didn't allow him to get a clean step down.
Yeah, and the Jaguars have much better ball movement tonight. I'm glad to see that. And you never foul a three-point shooter.
Carter-Hollinger is 64% from the free throw line. When you talk about big names locally, Darren Carter-Hollinger, one of the bigger names on this squad here today out of Foothills Christian. Played at Multnomah College and started 0 for 2 from the line. And 5 minutes into this contest, first trip to the free throw line. On Friday night, we didn't see Southwestern get to the free throw line the whole first half.
Well, and I believe the reason for that is they were just passing the ball around the perimeter.
Yeah.
Now they're attacking a little more and they're getting better shots. The defense have to scramble and you get guys off balance like that.
Rubio inside, blocked by Barnett. Rubio keeps the ball alive. Orduño throws it away. He thought his player was going to get in the corner. A little miscommunication right there, but it was the on-ball pressure that created that turnover.
Right, and Jaguars are a lot more active on both ends of the court than they were last game. That's good to see. I think they built some confidence off that. They found their identity, and hopefully that stays true the rest of the game tonight and for the rest of the season.
David Brinkman, the younger brother of PJ Brinkman, comes in and replaces Sergio Franzo, who heads to the bench with all 6 points for the Coyotes. Franzo averages 10 points per. 5.5 minutes into this first half. Back and forth action here at the Den on the campus of Southwestern College. Carter Hollinger kicked it back out to Barnett. 8 on the shot clock. Vela splits 2 defenders, loses the ball, and turnover created.
Yeah, a little too much dribbling there. Good skill,
And you talk about too much dribbling. Jackson gets his rebound back and is fouled on the way up. He'll shoot 2. Nice effort right here by Jackson, keeping the ball alive, getting it back.
Yeah, he's been real active so far in this first half, crashing the boards, attacking the basket.
Yeah, you talk about high-energy guys. You mentioned that about Kevin Davis and Jartavius Jackson, very similar, tall, lengthy, and creates a lot of issues with his size and athleticism.
Yeah, and that's contagious. When you get guys like that on the floor, especially when there's multiple players like that, it makes it easier on the other guys, and they feel more confident.
Devin Dunn out of Oceanside checks in for the first time today. First guy off the bench for the Jaguars. He replaces Quentin Vela. As Jackson goes 1 of 2 from the line, Jaguars up 9-6.
Got to match up here.
Largest lead for the Jaguars. They were up 7-4. Poked out of bounds by Southwestern. Still 21 seconds on the shot clock. Barnett on the ball, guarding their best scorer, Xavier Rubio, who's been held scoreless here today. Rubio asking for the ball back. 3 on the shot clock. Rubio's going to have to chuck it up. The turnaround jumper from 3.
Wow.
First shot on the night, and it goes down from downtown.
Well, not much you can do about that.
Good defense, better offense, ties it at 9. First 3 for the Coyotes. Coyotes back in the 2-3 zone. We saw Jaguars have success in the middle.
Attack, yeah.
The shot was just a turnaround jumper. Davis almost got a little too deep.
Right.
Rubio.
You have better spacing if you stay at the foul line as well.
Opens things up more. Cervantes pump fake. The one dribble.
So
weak
there's a
side
push
rebound.
Here. Push.
Caller Hollinger slows things up. Seems like the Coyotes started off in the man-to-man defense, and it's almost like a 1-2-2 at this point.
Yeah, they got out of that really quickly.
Cross-court pass to Jackson. 5 on the shot clock.
Swing it back, you get an open 3. There you go.
Carter Hollinger from the corner. He connects for 3.
There you go. That's good ball movement. That extra pass is what did it.
Carter Hollinger's first field goal. Jaguars regain the lead up 3. Rubio gets by Jackson, hesitates, hangs in the lane. Difficult shot by Rubio. Rebound Carter Hollinger.
Push. You got numbers. There you go.
Carter Hollinger will step into this 3. Knocks it down in rhythm.
Yeah, see, those are good shots.
Carter Hollinger back-to-back triples. And Jaguars with their largest lead, 15-9.
So as we were saying as the game started, Jaguars are much more efficient and in rhythm when they push and look for early offense.
3 threes for the Jaguars here in the first 8 minutes of tonight's contest. Xavier Rubio hit that 1-3 at the end of the shot clock. But
and they're also looking for each other. They're passing up a good shot to get a better shot. That extra pass is getting him a much higher percentage shot.
12:02 remaining in the first half.
Also defensively, it's already become clear that number 20 for Cuyamaca is their guy. He's their only real ball handler. I'd like to see them continue to trap him and get the ball out of his hands right away.
Yeah, because we saw 2 great guards in Thomas Marcus and Spivey Word Friday night at Palomar, and they had 75% of the points of the Palomar points in that first half, and they shut them down in the second.
Right, and it's totally different when you only have one guy that can handle the ball as opposed to 2.
Sykes in open floor. And the finish down low by Brinkman, his first points of the night.
It's a good attack of the basket on the break.
Jalen Bandy into tonight's contest. Out of the timeout. Carter Hollinger Carter Hollinger to the cup, and he'll head to line to shoot 2.
It's a good, strong move there.
Nice hesitation.
You got lefty on lefty. It should be a good battle.
Carter Hollinger at 6'6", Brinkman at 6'6". The difference in this one, Darian Carter Hollinger has 7 points to Brinkman's, who's held scoreless at this point. Jaguars here in the early going, 2 of 5 from the free throw line. Cuyamaca 0 of 2.
Short. Oh, good shot.
Caleb Wilson checks in for the first time. He replaces Kevin Davis.
I'm curious to see if they change the offense approach at all with the big man coming in. Like to see him post up or at least come to the foul line.
And Carter Hollinger goes 2 of 2 on that trip, 3 of 5 on the night, and leading all scorers with 9 points. Sykes gets by Jackson. Oh,
That's
and
a good
Wilson pins it to the backboard.
Making his presence felt right away.
Back the other way, Jackson with the euro and the block by Sykes.
It's a good thought, just good defense.
Caleb Wilson leads PCAC with 4 blocks per game. Not getting as many minutes as he did to start the season, but as my partner said, making an impact.
Open 3.
Lob over the top, not there. Dunn gets it back.
It's a dangerous pass.
Yeah, they reset the shot clock. The referee is saying that there was no change of possession, so they're going to reset the shot clock back to 9 seconds for the Jaguars.
And that's the correct call.
Carter Hollinger, heat check. Rebound, reverse lay-in by Davis is good. Or Dunn, excuse me. Devin Dunn, his first points, extends the lead to 8.
Another energy guy. He crashes the boards well.
Sykes, 2-on-1 against Wilson over the top. And Wilson, even when you're that tall, you don't need to do a lot sometimes just to create a good defensive effort.
Yeah, and
impact the play.
And the guard just kind of panicked and didn't know what he wanted to do.
That too. Jaguars overloading the far side. Get it down low to Wilson. Not a bad shot from Wilson, though. I don't mind that shot on the box.
Yeah, I would like him to take his time. He has a size advantage.
Right.
Get in rhythm, be on balance, and it's unlikely the guy's going to block his shot. I just like it to take a little more time, be more under control.
Jackson heads to the bench with 3 points. He's replaced by Damon Johnson. Xavier Rubio in open court. Off the back iron, loose ball, tracked down by Wilson. Thrown away by Wilson, intercepted.
Careless pass.
Pull up from the elbow is good. Turnover resulting in the points for Cuyamaca. That's Whitfield with his first field goal. Halfway through the first half, Jaguars up 6. Their largest lead was 8. Coyotes back in the man-to-man defense. This is where you like to see Wilson implement himself.
We're going with high pick and roll here.
Lob over the top to Wilson.
It's a good idea, though.
Great job by Rubio on the help defense. Pokes it away with 10 on the shot clock. You'd like to see Wilson keep that one high.
Yeah, and if he set the pick a little harder, his roll would be better. Okay.
Wilson gets fouled on the way up. He'll head to line to shoot 2.
He fell asleep on the inbounds there.
Jameer Sykes gets called for the foul, his first personal, the 4th team foul.
I think Wilson's best friend in the offseason needs to be the weight room. You can finish those. Those need to be and ones.
On the floor for the Jaguars, Bandy, Dunn, Wilson, Damon Johnson and Darian Carter-Hollinger, as Wilson goes 1 of 2 from the line.
This is the fourth time that Jaguars haven't figured out who they wanted to cover whom. They need to clean that up. That's why they're scrambling.
Sykes off-balance shot. Southwestern in transition, looking for the trail. Oh, nice look from Carter-Hollinger to Devin Dunn.
It's a really good look.
Darian Carter-Hollinger having a great first half, the best first half I've seen from the sophomore here this season. Intercepted by Wilson initially. Poked away by Wilson at least. Wilson's got to get back on defense. Off the back iron. Bandy with the rebound. Nice look to Wilson down low. Poked out of bounds, and it'll remain Jaguar ball under their own basket.
It's a good look. Just got to be more secure, be a little stronger. On the defensive end, though, I don't think the Jaguars are matching up appropriately. They have Wilson on the guard on the perimeter.
Well, I think what's happening is they're getting beat in the press. They're allowing the ball handler to get by them.
Right. And, well, when you don't match up and the other team pushes, then you get cross matches, and you end up, you have to cover who's near you. But even when they're actually pointing to him to go cover the guard on perimeter, and I don't think that's their best approach if they're going to play man.
Yeah, there are points where the Jaguars are trapping in the front court, but at the same time, when you're setting that up, you don't want the ball handler because everyone's scrambling at that point.
Right. But if they're not going to trap and they're just going to play straight man, you don't want your big covering a guard on a perimeter.
No doubt about that. Aiden Lockett checks in for the first time tonight. It's averaging just under 9 points per game. Dunn goes 1 of 2 from the line. Jaguars doing a much better job getting to the free throw line this first half than we saw Friday night. Looks like Jaguars are just doubling everywhere the ball's at.
Yeah, they're trapping the ball.
And they create the errant pass on the defensive end.
Yeah, I believe as we mentioned earlier, they figured out that Cuyamaca doesn't have a lot of ball handlers.
Right.
So let's speed them up, trap them, and try to get some on-ball live turnovers, and that's what's happening.
And it's working in their favor right now. Jaguars with their largest lead up double digits with 8:22 remaining in the first half. And everything we talked about as far as implementing the big, more pressure on the ball, just more energy on both sides of the ball. We've seen that here in the first 12 minutes.
Yeah, I think they found their identity, and when they push, when they're active, when they hit the boards, when they get early offense, that's when they're at their best.
Jaguars snapped a 4-game losing streak after beating Palomar 78-68 on Friday. And on the other side, Coyotes coming in with a 2-game winning streak, beating Grossmont Friday. Let's see, going through PCAC play, Cuyamaca's 3-2. They beat Palomar by 10, lost to City by 40+, lost to Maricosta by 40, beat Mesa by 4, and Grossmont by 6. And for Southwestern, squeaked out a win against Imperial Valley by 2, Grossmont by 7. City's just dominating the conference play. They lost to them by 40 and lost to Maricosta. Closer game, lost to them by 7 and beat Palomar by 10. But it's the PCAC right now is top heavy when it comes to City 5-0, Maricosta 5-0, and Miramar 5-0 in conference play.
That typically happens in football and in basketball in this conference.
Coyotes back in that 2-3 zone. Vela, tough shot.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Nice rebound. Weak side by Bandy. Resets the shot clock. Johnson off the dribble. Almost got it poked away.
I think he got away with the travel there.
Yeah, Coyotes won it. Didn't get it. Off-balance shot by Dunn. Not a good offensive possession for the Jaguars. Franzo kicks out to Rubio. They reset. Jaguars don't mind picking up the ball high on defense. Franzo for 3. Nothing but net. Franzo with 9 of the 16 for the Coyotes.
Yeah, that was a good possession there. You don't want to leave him open.
Franzo, a 50% free throw shoot or field goal percent shooter, and Jalen Bandy responds with a 3.
Yeah, the ball movement was a lot better on that possession.
Extends the lead back to 10. Long, down low, off the back iron, rebound Johnson.
There you go, shoot that one.
Lockett from the corner, short on the shot, but he'll head to line to shoot 3.
Bad closeout. Not much, but still a foul.
You know, we see the leg kick out. That was almost an extension of the arm. He let it hang and got the call. Lockett, one of the Jaguars' better free throw shooters. I said it too early. Nonetheless, this would be Jaguars already in double digits as far as free throw attempts.
We need to start making them, though.
Diego Munoz checks in for the first time, the product out of Otay Ranch. And Jonathan Dooley checks back in as well for the Coyotes as Lockett goes 2 or 3 from the free throw line. Jaguars with their largest lead up a dozen. I don't like Wilson this high.
Yeah, he needs to be back. Don't let him shoot.
Sykes up in the air. Let's see.
Yeah, he came in with the body a little bit.
Devin Dunn's complaining, kind of what you were saying. It looked like Dunn was straight up.
Yeah, but
he got there late.
He got a little bit late, and there's a little chest bump there. Doesn't take much when you're in the air. Yeah, and I want to second that. Wilson needs to be back on the press, not front court.
Jameer Sykes good on his first attempt. Kevin Davis checks back in, replacing Dunn, who was called for the foul. And Sykes, 1 of 2. Wilson, lucky, saving the ball into the basket to Lockett. Munoz pulls the trigger off the back iron. And the foul on the rebound by Kevin Davis. Looked like he locked up with Franzo.
Yeah, he was just moving him, which wasn't a problem. He might have had that arm hooked.
That is the 5th team foul on the Jaguars. Coyotes with 6, with 6:16 remaining in the first half. Sykes bringing up the ball, guarded by Munoz. Franzo guarded by Wilson. Franzo's doubled. Franzo to the cup. Wilson.
Oh, wow.
High off the glass, and Franzo, 11 of the 19 coming from the sophomore 6'3" guard/forward.
Yeah, I think somebody's going to have to start showing on him. He's shown he has a high acumen in scoring.
Lockett kicks to the corner. Munoz
is not shy about shooting.
No. He gets the ball and does not think twice.
Right off the bench to shoot threes.
He gets warm early and often. Like to see them work the ball down to Wilson, who definitely has a size advantage.
Right.
Lockett off the glass, too strong.
I'd actually like to see Davis and DCH in a lineup together against this team.
Double on the ball. Franzo fakes the pass and finishes with the left. Franzo, 13 of the 21 coming in the first half from the sophomore.
Yeah, someone needs to guard Franzo.
Nice look down low to Wilson. Wilson, turnaround jumper. Weak side put back by Davis. Davis on the glass has been tough.
Yeah, that's good to stop those runs like that. Play some tough defense here.
Rubio with the finish. Rubio now has 5.
Yeah, big man just got to stay tall there.
Nice move by the guard. Bandy off the drive. He goes up. Bandy now has 5 here in the first half. Extends the lead to 9. Back the other way.
And he lost his shoe in the process.
Are those the Grinches? Almost look like it.
Yeah, that's a new thing. Back in my day, your shoes matched the color of your uniform. Now, you have multicolored shoes. It doesn't matter what the uniform color is. Shoes can be any color.
Nicholas Ortega getting first half minutes here, replacing Caleb Wilson. Wilson heads to the bench with a point.
Yeah, both teams going deep into the bench in the first half.
Coming up on the 4-minute mark. Jaguars' largest lead was 12. Munoz.
Short.
Nice rebound by Vela. 18 on the shot clock. Bandy will pull the trigger from 3. Ortega, strong rebound. Bandy gets it stripped from behind. After that rebound, get it back to Ortega.
Right.
Get it to Ortega.
Yeah, these aren't bad shots that they're taking per se, but they forgot where their advantage is at. There we go. Now
Ortega,
he can kick out or take.
The body.
Oh, use the left hand.
Nice move, can't finish. Munoz. And poked out of bounds by the Jaguars.
Yeah, they have a decided advantage in the paint. They need to start pounding them in the paint.
Brinkman.
That's a good closeout.
Xavier Rubio averages 17 points per game, top 5 in conference. Brinkman's been held quiet, gets it to his younger brother. Under 3 minutes. Oh, and off the back heel of Ortega. Rubio with the finish off the turnover. A little unlucky for the Jaguars right there.
Live ball turnovers get you killed.
Ortega down low.
Oh, Lord. Got to finish those. Got to finish those.
Nice job by Vela. Nice work by him. He now has 7 here in the first half. Jaguars back with the lead up 9. A lot of on-ball pressure by the Jaguars. Brinkman pulls up from the free throw line.
I was just about to say that's better defensive rotation, and he just got a little off balance and stepped in too far and got the foul.
Jonathan Dooley will head to line to shoot two. The 70% free throw shooter, short on the shot. Coyotes here in the first half are 1 of 5 from the free throw line. And Dooley goes 1 of 2 on this trip.
Both teams have utilized a lot of different lineups. I'm curious to see if they're going to settle in on maybe 7 to 8 guys total in the second half.
And it's not because of the pace. Like, both of these teams should be this is peak season right now, conference play.
Yeah, exactly. And usually you have your lineups that you like set by now. So it's a little surprising to me that there's been so many different combinations. Take that
Kevin
one.
Davis for 3. Rims out. Rebound Franzo. Nice on-ball defense. Rubio gets the pick.
Go, push, push.
Has Munoz.
Now he's going too far.
Rather than attacking the basket, Vela goes wide.
Yeah, the spacing was bad. So if they swing it, if he kicks it, he can either go or cut.
The cut.
There you go. That's a good.
Ortega still can't finish. Gets it back. And Ortega, great work down low. Great effort.
Those are good moves, though. Didn't get the finish, but again, they have an advantage down there. They need to utilize that. You get the bucket or you go to the foul line or both.
The 7-foot freshman out of Southwest. Knocks down his first attempt. Darren Carter-Hollinger is at the score booth for Ortega. And Ortega says, I don't want to go out just yet. Goes 1 of 2 from the line. Rubio blocked by Ortega, but was fouled before the shot attempt.
Yeah, so they have to understand, and whenever he gets the ball, he is looking to score. So try to deny him the ball, and then when he does, you on-ball pressure and need to have some help early.
Yeah, I mean, there was 3 defenders around him, and neither one of them squared up on him.
Right. And you know he's going, once he puts the ball down, he's shown that he's going to the bucket.
Right. Darren Carter-Hollinger replaces Nicholas Ortega, and Sykes comes in, replaces number 22, Nico Cervantes. Ortega with some good minutes here in the first half.
Yeah, they're utilizing that size advantage.
Rubio goes 1 of 2 from the line. He has 8 here in the first half. Vela gets the ball stolen. Oh, yeah, you got to know when you're down and when you're not.
So I like Davis and DCH in the game together because they still have a size advantage. They're a little more athletic, and they seem to attack the basket a little better.
Coyotes can get a 2 for 1. Rubio off the pick, drives by Bandy, and the dish to Jose Orduño Gragueta, his first bucket. Jaguars about 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock.
And I believe, if I'm not incorrect, when they stretched it out in the first half, Davis, DCH, and Jackson were all 3 in the game at the same time. And we haven't seen that trio since.
Yeah, they've even gone as deep as Baron Noble, number 11, who squeaked in.
Okay.
Noble off the glass. The putback, no good. The tip by Davis can't fall. Jaguars were up a dozen. The Coyotes have cut that deficit in half. Lockett on the steal. Tried to get the Euro, but the charge on Lockett. Had the shooter in the corner, too.
Yeah, that's... Once Lockett decides he's going to score, he definitely has a scorer mentality. Would like to see your jump stop you talk about all the time.
Sykes, 2 at the buzzer, short on the shot. Jaguars were up as much as 12. Coyotes cut the deficit to 6. I'm going to catch up with Coach Shelley right now. 35-29 here on the Cali Photo Sports Network. All right, joined here at half court by Coach Shelley. Coach Shelley up by 12. Coyotes cut that deficit in half. What happened there?
We let number 20, Rubio, get to his spots. He's getting out of transition, returning the ball over a little bit too much. So they're getting easy transition layups, and they're finding number 40. He's doing a great job of hitting shots tonight. So little bit to my surprise, but we got to do a number on him and number 20, keeping him out of our lane, so we should be better.
Seems like you guys are doubling wherever the ball is at right now.
Well, no, we're just doubling certain guys. We're going to double number 20, get the ball out of his hands, and then try to double whoever don't look like a ball handler. So that was our game plan when coming in.
What did you like out of when we got that 12-point lead?
Now we're playing together. We're having fun playing together. We're all into it. Then we started missing free throws and turning the ball over a little too much. So, but I like how we play together. We play free.
The start has been much better tonight than we saw Friday night. Did you say anything different? I mean, what happened there?
No, I just told them to be free. Just play with freedom. You know, we got the new little saying mantra: smarts, effort, and energy. So when we play like that, like we did the first couple of minutes, you know, we played great. But then we got away from that. Started being not too smart, turning the ball over a lot. So once we get back to that, we should be good.
Last question. We're mentioning on the broadcast, we're seeing a lot of guys rotate right now in the first half. Why is that? You just trying to find that perfect match?
No, it's not really finding the perfect match. It was last year. I had a couple guys on the bench. If I would have gave a little bit more opportunities, they would have been ready for this year.
Right.
So I don't want to do that to the freshmen next year. I want everybody to get the right experience. I know for some of my sophomores, they're not going to average the amount of points these guys did last year, but, you know, you get playing opportunity, you're still going to get recruited out of here, and, you know, good things will probably happen for everybody.
And that's the end result, right, to get guys out.
Exactly.
Best luck to you second half, Coach. Jaguars up 6, 35-29. Stay with us for second half action here on the Cali Photo Sports Network. And thank you for staying with us here on the Cali Photo Sports Network. Second half action here at the Den on the campus of Southwestern College. Jaguars 35, Coyotes 29. Let's go through the scores real quick. Leading all scorers, Sergio Franzo with 13, Xavier Rubio with 8, and then you have Sykes and Dooley with 1, and Whitfield, Brinkman, and Jose Orduño Grogueta with 2 points each. And on the other side, Darren Carr-Hollinger leads all Jaguars scores with 11. Jalen Bandy with 5, Quentin Vela with 7, and a bunch of scorers with 2 and 1 points. Lockett with 2, Wilson with 1, Davis with 2, Ortega with 1, Jartavius Jackson with 3. Partner, balanced scoring on the Jaguars side, but Coyotes once again, the Southwestern opponent, leaving 2 guys with the most scoring.
Yeah, 20 and 40. Every time they get the ball, they need to try to trap them, get the ball out their hands. I'm glad to see Davis, DCH, and Jackson in the game together. We saw a lot of lineup changes in the first half. I think both teams will probably settle in and play fewer guys. Jaguars just kind of took their foot off the gas, and they have decided advantage in the paint. I think they need to just attack the paint.
Jaguars' largest lead in the first half was 12. It was cut in half by the Coyotes. They now are leading by 6. Jaguars, white bottoms, white tops. Coyotes, black bottoms, black tops. Jaguars 3-3 at home. Coyotes 2-4 on the road.
So back in the 1-3-1. They got to just make the second pass. There you go.
Carter Hollinger was hot in that first half. Bandy turnaround jumper, or Barnett, excuse me, turnaround jumper.
See, when they move the ball, they get good shots. Over and back.
Yeah, that's a bad call. I'm not sure what the referee was looking at.
Yeah, he missed that. He wasn't. That's why I said it like in the form of a question, because we're right here on center court,
Yeah.
and that was he missed that.
In the first half, free throws, Cuyamaca was 3 of 8, Jaguars 9 of 16 as well. So Jaguars won that, and they won from beyond the arc as well. Jaguars had 4 threes to the pair of triples of Cuyamaca. Barnett kicks it over. Nice drive by Jackson. Jackson, strong take. He now has 5. Extends the lead back to 10. Double Rubio. Nice finish right there by Jose Orduño Grogueta. He has 4. Vela, strong to the cup, off the glass, and Vela finishes. He now has 9. Vela was decisive right there, put his head down. And the foul on Rubio by Barnett.
So I like the on-ball pressure, but when they get by the initial part of the defense, they need to hustle back because now they're up against the numbers.
Dooley on the handoff, guarded by Vela. Dooley gets it back. He'll pull the trigger from straight away off the back iron.
Good follow there.
Nice strong rebound down low.
Got to put a body on him.
Franzo now leads all scorers with 15. Jackson for 3.
Follow your shot.
Rubio in the open court. This is where he's at his best.
I'm going to shoot that.
Rubio passes up the 3, gets inside, and he's fouled on the way up. Head to line to shoot 2.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't take the 3.
Rubio, 8 points in the first half, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Rubio, 85% free throw shooter. Coyotes are a 72% free throw shooting team. Just been.
Not tonight.
Now they're 3 of 9. They're currently 33%. About half that, or more than half that. Rubio goes 1 of 2. Now 2 of 4 on the night. Give him 9.
Cuyamaca's countering with what I think is their best offensive lineup.
PJ Brinkman, who leads the team, or is second on the team, excuse me, with 13 points. He was held scoreless in that first half.
Yeah, it's tough to keep a good scoreless the whole game. So hopefully he doesn't get going. That'd be a problem for the Jaguars.
Vela from 3 looks good and knocks it down.
Much better ball movement.
Quentin Vela's second 3 of the night. He has a dozen.
See, there you go.
Poked away,
As
unable
soon
to
as-
save it.
As soon as he gets the ball, someone else will run at him.
PJ Brinkman, 4th in rebounds, 5th in field goal percentage, and 2nd in blocks per game. Just a little bit of everything, and he's been quiet here tonight.
Uh-oh.
Rubio wide open from the corner. Rebound by Jackson.
Defensive breakdown, just missed the shot.
Barnett gets by Rubio. Barnett hangs. And nice finish by Jaden Barnett out of Hoover.
Good move, switching to the left hand.
Barnett now has 4, all coming in the second half. Jaguars tie their largest lead up a dozen. Brinkman on the box, gets a defender in the air, and the foul from behind.
It's good help, but see, you could tell he's a scorer. Good patience, good balance. Help defender came, but he did foul him.
That is 3 early team fouls on the Jaguars.
And sometimes you get either a layup or a couple free throws. You see the ball go through the basket. Doesn't take much to get a scorer going.
Devin Dunn tried to come in with a warm-up shirt.
Yeah, early substitution.
Comes in and replaces Davis. Size for size. Dunn, 6'6". Davis, 6'4". Brinkman goes 1 of 2 from the line. Jane Barnett, 2 field goals here in the second half. The product out of Hoover. Gets it to Davis. Hands it off to Jackson. 12 on the shot clock.
Good strong move.
Nice pass and the reverse lay-in from Dunn. Dunn now has 7.
See, when they break down the defense and cut hard, they're getting good baskets. Oh, that's just lazy.
Dooley to Brinkman. The block by Dunn. Ooh, and the second block by Dunn. I thought there was more contact on that first attempt than there was on the second.
Yeah, that's good contest. But you don't want to have a guy get a easy dunk, or that's a good contest there. Protect your basket.
PJ Brinkman, without number 54, Coyotes are 1-4. With 54 on the floor, they are 7-5. See his first attempt. Brinkman, 1 of 2 from the line again, 2 of 4 on the night. All his points coming from the charity stripe so far. Vela attacks. Can't finish.
I'd like to see him use his left hand there if he's going to do that.
Jackson misses from point blank range.
Stop the ball.
Done on Rubio. Brinkman inside to Sykes. Loose ball.
Oh, no.
And Franzo with his easiest bucket of the night. He leads all scorers now with 17. Cuts his deficit back to 10.
It's just bad luck there.
Barnett with the ball, guarded by Rubio. Jaguars have gone away from attack in the middle of the zone.
Yeah, and
They kick far side. Jaden Barnett for 3.
they ended up with a decent shot on that possession, but the offense was too stagnant. Ball wasn't moving fast enough.
Caleb Wilson checks in for the first time here in the second half, replacing Carter Hollinger, and David Brinkman in for the first time here in the second half as well.
Stop the ball. He's going to go all the way.
Wilson with the block. Brinkman with the loose ball. They reset the shot clock too. Wilson with the rebound. Strong defensive effort by Caleb Wilson. Barnett got caught under the basket, tried to lob it to Wilson. The look was there, just spacing was not.
No angle.
Rubio off the double pick. Nice bounce pass to Brinkman down low. Brinkman had the position on Wilson, and he'll head to line to shoot too. Caleb Wilson's second personal foul, and Southwestern with 5 team fouls here.
Cuyamaca with none.
What does that tell you?
Who's attacking the paint and who isn't.
Yeah.
So, as we were talking about, my man at the foul line doesn't have a lot of points, but those free throw attempts, he's making an impact on the game for the second half. And now he's down a 9-point lead. Anything can happen here. So I like to see the Jaguars push, have the ball move a little bit more, and attack the paint.
3 trips for Brinkman, all trips going 1 of 2 from the line. He's 3 of 6 on the night, 6 minutes here in the second half. Jaguars were up 6 at the half. They're currently up 9. Not the best pass by Vela.
The bucket here, and it gets interesting.
Pump fake by Cervantes, poked away by Jackson. Jackson in the open floor, throws it down. Jackson now with 7.
Up, and away.
And Devin Dunn with the strong rebound. Jalen Bandy hands it off to Vela. Vela has a dozen on the night. Bandy thinks about it, pulls the trigger, and hits the 3. Jalen Bandy now with 10, his second triple of the night, and the Jaguars with their largest lead up 14.
Yeah, good ball movement. Was able to square his feet, line it up, count it.
Jaguars now have 6 threes on the night to the Coyotes 2. And we were waiting to see which team was going to make that run, right? Whether it was Coyotes and Jaguars extended out to 14.
Right, and right here they need to keep it going. Like keep the pressure on. Try to extend this out to 16 to 20, and finish the night. So you got to expect Cuyamaca to run a set here, try to get one of their shooters an open shot, and I expect them to. They have the foul advantage, so I think they're still going to try to go to the basket, and if they can score with no time coming off the clock, that's how they'll get back in the game.
Jaguars, as they have majority of this game, after a made field goal or point, they're picking up full court. And Jackson with the push from behind.
You don't like getting fouls like that far away from the basket.
No, especially when you already have 5 team fouls. Coyotes, even though they haven't been shooting well from the free throw line, are still on the season a 72% free throw shooting team.
Delay game warning for not having his shirt tucked in.
I hate to see that. Sometimes referees like to control the games in a variety of ways, and that's just one of them, especially when you're playing. A delayed game on a jersey call, that's a rarity.
In the second half.
Right. Cervantes with the open 3.
Good ball movement. See, that's when they're at their best.
Cervantes' first field goal cuts deficit back to 11.
Yeah, he's wide open. You might be able to make that one right now, Bo.
Dunn responds with a field goal.
Good look, good look.
Rubio inside and gets fouled on the reach in.
Yeah, you could tell he put his head down. He was determined to get to the bucket. Not much, but he did reach.
It's the second personal foul on Lockett. That is the 7th team foul, so the Coyotes will be in the bonus from here on out.
With 12 and a half minutes left. And they can take some fouls, too.
This will be the 10th free throw attempt for the Coyotes just here in the second half alone. Rubio's 3 of 4 from the line, and Brinkman is 3 of 6 from the line here in the second half.
Well, the Jaguars are really going to have to move their feet, not reach, contest without fouling.
Do you almost back off from full court pressure because you are in that?
Not necessarily, because a team like this, you don't want to let them get into a rhythm.
Right.
You just have to be a little more disciplined by moving your feet and not reaching.
Wilson with his first field goal off the offensive rebound.
Gonna go to the basket. Good cutoff there.
The long three. Wilson throws it out from under his basket. Loose ball scooped up by Coyotes. Lockett, 2-on-1. Jackson, the reverse. Too cute.
Yeah, should have stayed on the left side.
Sometimes you can try to do too much. Jackson almost took off the face of Rubio on the reach.
Definitely fouled him there.
13 on the shot clock, Cervantes, and the kickball will reset the shot clock.
Yeah, that's a forced pass there. It's a dangerous time for Cuyamaca.
Rubio held without a field goal here in the second half. He has 11 on the night. They're setting up that three in the corner, and a great job by Dunn. Make that Davis on the block.
Davis right back into the game, making an impact right away.
And travel violation. Yeah, way to work over that pick, right? That was a great job.
Yeah, just his effort. You know, you need guys like that on the floor.
Davis was the Southwestern player of the game on Friday, 14 points, 13 rebounds. And it was most of those 14 points, all effort.
Yeah, a lot of putbacks.
And it's something the Jaguars need, especially if you're not going to get a lot of minutes from number 23.
That's right.
And it's honestly one of the reasons why Wilson is seeing less minutes. Cross-court pass to Sykes, and Sykes knocks down the open three.
Yeah, they definitely can shoot. With that three-point ball, they can get back in the game. Three-pointers and free throws.
Yeah, 2 open looks from beyond the arc for the Coyotes, and they've knocked both of those down. Cut the deficit back to 10.
Starting the offense out a little too far right here.
And Coyotes in a man-to-man defense. Tough shot from Lockett.
Yeah,
Rebound by Wilson. And off the glass, Wilson has 4 points. Back-to-back field goals off of offensive rebounds.
Yeah, that's a good putback. I think Lockett was more focused on trying to draw contact than the shot.
Sykes off the dribble, gets by Dunn, kicks it to the corner, intercepted
Run,
by Bandy. Lockett.
There you go. Good look.
Nice dish. Can't finish the putback by Davis. Too strong.
Yeah.
Dooley with the easy lay-in.
4-point turnaround.
Dooley's first field goal. He has 3 on the night. Cuts deficit back to 10. Bandy inside.
Got caught in the air. So
jump stop would have been beautiful right there.
That would have been a perfect time for it. Just pull up at the foul line and take the easy jumper.
Sometimes you could get too deep to the defense.
Right. But that's a lot of players now. It's either a three or they try to get all the way to the bucket instead of the mid-range game is a lost art.
No doubt. Jaguars still up 10. Cuyamaca still without a foul here in the second half to the Jaguars' 17 fouls. Franzo from 17.
Don't let him see the basket.
Franzo.
Hey, 3-possession game.
6 of his 19 coming here in the second half. Carter Hollinger
Much dribbling.
loses the dribble. Could we say he got bailed out by a foul?
Yeah, he was a little out of control, didn't know where he was going. But I don't know if they're going to say it's on the shot. I think they're going to say it's on the floor.
Damon Johnson's going to check in for the first time here in the second half, replacing Lockett. Lockett's going to head to the bench with a pair of points. 2 points. Down low, Carter Hollinger uses his pivot foot, is blocked.
Good defense.
Yeah, and they reset the shot clock again. It was about, they're going to say 17 on the shot clock.
Coach Shelley's still going with the big rotation.
Caleb Wilson is being fronted by 6'3" guard/forward.
DCH had a layup. He didn't look.
That was a quick 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bucket here gets really interesting.
Jaguars' largest lead was 14. Sykes to Brinkman, pump fakes. The reverse lay-in, too strong off the glass, and it will stay Coyotes' ball. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Brinkman having a tough night tonight from the field.
Yeah, he just can't finish. Good move, good balance, just can't finish.
Brinkman's going to go again. Turnaround jumper, sinks it. Says, I hear you, Bo. That one's for you.
Yeah, 6-point game.
2-possession game for the Coyotes. Coming up on the 8-minute mark. Barnett. Barnett gets it back.
Getting a little late in the shot clock.
Under 10. DCH. The runner inside. Can't get the roll. Gets his rebound back, but it was because of a push. Got to it a little too late. It didn't look like there was much.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
Stuff the referee under the basket was on the opposite side.
Yeah, now we're going the other way.
That is the 8th team foul on the Jaguars.
And a technical. Uh-oh.
They're going to call a technical foul on number 20.
40.
Oh, 40. These referees a little extra sensitive tonight, huh?
Very. And I'm only saying that because it's the same official in each situation.
That's the same official that called the jersey delay.
Against that same player. Curious to see what it was for.
I mean, it's got to be he said something that the referee didn't like. Because it was a dead ball at that point when the technical was called.
Yeah, and they were going to the other end to shoot free throws.
Which you rarely see. That's why I thought it was on the Jaguars. I thought it was a player that didn't feel like he got the call.
Right.
All right, so this will continue play after the foul. Brinkman will head to line in the bonus, shooting a 1-and-1. Brinkman was held scoreless in the first half. He averages 13 points per game. He's 3 of 6 from the line. And every single trip he's missed that first attempt. Loose ball regained by the Coyotes. And Coach Shelley a little upset right there, giving up that offensive rebound.
Yeah, they need to match the intensity.
Southwestern in the games that I've seen, left
long.
Sykes wide open.
Can't do that.
I see a timeout coming here very shortly for Southwestern.
He has gone back to Jackson, DCH, and Davis.
Yeah, full timeout.
It's a good timeout.
Coach Shelley in his second year, not liking what he's seeing. Sykes with the easiest lay-in of the night. He has a half a dozen and cuts the lead to 5. So we saw in the first half Jaguars up a dozen, cut that in half to 6, and then Jaguars up 14 here in the second half, cut that down to 5. How have the Coyotes done it?
Effort, getting into the paint, and free throws, defensive breakdowns by the Jaguars. That's the same thing happened in the first half, though.
Yeah.
Jaguars ran out, got a lead. Cuyamaca fought back, so let's see how it plays out down the stretch.
Jaguars have made more field goals here in the second half, but at the line, Cuyamaca has 7 points to the Jaguars 1. Jaguars 1 of 2 from the free throw line, and Coyotes 7 of 11.
Yeah, and they still only have 2 team fouls, too. So they can afford to be aggressive.
You still picking up full court? I mean, that's where
because
the mojo's at for Southwestern.
Yeah, because that's how they play. That's how they have their most energy.
Yeah.
And Cuyamaca, if you sit back and you let them move the ball around, they can shoot, and that's how they have rhythm. So you got to still try to speed them up.
Yeah. This is the battle for 4th place here in the Pacific Coast Athletic Conference. Jaguars at 3-3 in conference play. Coyotes at 3-2. Coyotes currently sitting in 4th place. Southwestern currently in 5th. We talked about those top-tier teams in Miramar, Maricosta, and City. They're all undefeated in conference play. This is the middle tier. Barnett, open look from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and if you're trying to move up to the upper echelon, these are the games you have to pull out.
Coyotes have been down double digits, but they have not gone away. They can, with a made field goal, get this to 1 possession. Rubio has been quiet from the field. He has 11. And we have an off-ball foul.
Or free throws.
Jaden Barnett got charged for the foul as the 9th team foul. So it's still in 1-1. Jameer Sykes, 64% free throw shooter, 1 of 2 on the night. Jaguars, 7 of their 8 wins, they have won those games at the free throw line. I mean, and when I say that, I mean beating the opponent at the free throw line. And Coyotes just struggling tonight from the charity stripe.
Yeah, if they made their free throws, they'd be in the lead right now.
Yeah, 5 missed free throws here just in the second half alone. They were 3 of 8 from the free throw line in the first half. Barnett on the drive gets tripped up by Franzo.
Yeah, Jaguars are a little out of sync on offense, though. I'd like to see them run a good set and get somebody an open look.
Dangerous pass brought down cleanly by Davis. 15 on the shot clock. Carter Hollinger asking for the ball, didn't get it. Coyotes have dropped into man-to-man defense. Vela tries to get by a defender. No travel call. Off-balance shot. And Rubio.
Going to be one.
Deflected off of Rubio. He didn't possess it, though, so there's only 1 second on the shot clock. This has to be a tip in. It has to be somewhere close to
Something
the cup.
towards the basket or catch and shoot.
Has to be a drive to the basket. Vela from the corner. Misses everything. Shot clock violation will go back to the Coyotes.
Yeah, the offense has become really stagnant.
Jaguars going to pick up full court. Coyotes can get this to a one-possession game, down 5 here at the 6-minute mark at the Den. Nice back cut by Sykes.
Oh.
Sykes tried to throw it down. Sykes stands at 6'1".
That's a big
He
miss,
elevated
though.
right there.
Yeah, but you got to finish.
Yeah.
That's a big miss. Could go from a one possession, would have been a one possession game. Now they can go up as many as 8.
Vela off the pick. Spin move inside. He gets fouled on the way up. Quentin Vela will head to the line to shoot 2. When you're struggling offensively, you got to attack the basket, and that's what Q did right there.
Yeah, good move. Just didn't get the finish, but he got fouled. I still would like the ball to have a little more movement.
Vela's first trip to the free throw line. Averages 9 points per game.
A lot of missed foul shots tonight.
Rubio got charged with his second personal foul, the team's 4th. Vela goes 0-2 from the free throw line. Game stays at 5.
Big misses.
And Rubio's fouled when they had him doubled.
It's a bad foul there. Now they're up to 10.
When we've seen Rubio put the defense in trouble, it's because nobody's fronting him.
Yeah, so if the entire night, if somebody's in front of him, he will stop and give the ball up.
Right.
If he has an opening, he's going to go. It's been 100%.
Rubio is 4 of 6 on the night from the free throw line. 85% free throw shooter, knocks down his first attempt. Jordan Whitfield checks in for the first time here in the second half. He replaces Brinkman. Hasn't been Brinkman's best night, but I'm sure we'll see him here shortly. Rubio cuts the deficit to 1 possession. Coyotes were trailing as much as 14.
They thought they were back, so hopefully Jaguars get into their set early. A little more ball movement, less dribbling.
Vela hesitates and is fouled on the way up. He'll head to line to shoot 2 again. I mean, the weave on top, Coyotes haven't answered for it. Vela just squeaked by.
Body. Yeah, but I still don't. I would prefer the ball to get in the paint. The ball's just kind of moving around the perimeter.
They just really don't have a post guy, though, other than Carter Hollinger on the floor.
True, but you can. But they're running a weave, but they could do run to the high post or have some cutters.
Rather than working the offense outside the perimeter, they could be working it through the post.
Yeah, and I think that actually, in my opinion, helps the Coyotes when you keep the ball on the perimeter.
Yeah, because they're undersized. Yeah. Devin Dunn checks in, replaces Carter Hollinger. And Vela goes 2 of 2 from the line. He has 14.
Oh, good steal.
Misses from point blank range, and they can't finish.
Good effort, just didn't get the finish.
Jaguars up 5 here at the 5-minute mark.
Oh, no.
And Cervantes gets fouled on the way up. Yeah, Dunn tried to go for the steal, just you got to be confident with that last man standing.
Yeah, that could be a big turnaround. You miss the putback, and then they get a breakaway and free throw attempts.
Nico Cervantes, second trip to the free throw line, good on his first attempt. Cervantes, 2 of 2, cuts the deficit back to 3 for the Coyotes. Under 5 minutes remaining in regulation. Coyotes now in the man-to-man defense. Nice dish down low. Dooley thought he got all ball, but Devin Dunn will head to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, Mike got him on the wrist a little bit.
Especially from behind. That's not the position you want to be in if you're a defender. Jonathan Dooley gets charged for his second, and that is now the 6th team foul. Devin Dunn, good on his first attempt. He has 6 on the night. Jameer Sykes checks back in, replacing Jordan Whitfield. Devin Dunn is 3 of 4 from the line, extends the lead back to 5 for the Jaguars.
There's 2 big ones there, though.
We have a foul off the ball.
Oh, no.
Let's see. It's on 4 right here. Oh, did they call that bump?
That's not much, though.
Oh, my goodness.
Jeez. That's almost like illegal contact in the NFL. Like, come on, man. You can't touch him.
Yeah, we'll show it again.
Yeah, I like
at the top of your screen, Vela gives him a little bump, and that's what they called.
Yeah, I'd like to see more than that, especially at this point in the game.
Rubio goes 2 of 2.
Definitely couldn't call that in a pickup game.
Those are fighting words if you do that.
Definitely.
Lockett from the corner connects. Big 3 from Aiden Lockett, his first field goal of the night, and it was the biggest of the night so far.
Yeah, those corner threes are there if they move the ball quickly.
Sends the lead back to 6.
First one in a long time, though.
That was a much-needed shot from the Jaguars.
Absolutely.
Cervantes blocked by Dunn.
Oh, that's a good look.
Loose ball gathered by Vela, and he's just going to slow it up.
Yeah, he should. Don't trap yourself.
Dunn.
Oh.
Dish to Jackson. And the tip will remain Jaguars ball into their basket with 3:33 remaining on the clock.
Yeah, get a good quality shot here.
21 seconds on the shot clock. Is it still too early to work the shot clock down with 3 minutes and 33 seconds left?
No, you move the ball around and take the best shot available.
No need to rush.
No rush, but don't just have it
Don't
stagnant.
kill the flow either on offense.
Looks like Jackson's out with blood.
Currently on the floor, it's Quentin Vela, Aiden Lockett, Devin Dunn. Looks like Jaden Barnett, Jackson. Jartavius Jackson was out for a second. It's Franzo, Brinkman, Sykes, Rubio, and Dooley for Cuyamaca. 3.5 minutes remaining here in the second half.
See, they need to go. No.
Barnett near side. Drives, Euros, and is fouled on the layup attempt.
He got bailed out. He should have kicked the ball to the corner for the open 3.
Looks like they're going to catch Franzo on the body. That's 4th on Franzo. 7th team foul, so both teams are now in the bonus.
Big free throws here. Oh.
Jane Barnett, a 70% free throw shooter. Had 2 early field goals in the second half.
Missed them both. Oh, good rebound.
Lockett pulls the trigger and rattles his second 3 of the second half down to give the Jaguars a 9-point lead.
Second chance points. Kickball.
Yeah, when Jaguars were in need of a field goal, Aiden Lockett has supplied it.
Yeah, some offensive rebounds and second opportunities. It's a big possession here. Another touch foul.
On Quentin Vela again. I mean,
Yeah, it's
Rubio's
not
not even trying to drive.
It's just,
That's wild.
It's just they've decided there's not going to be any contact on the perimeter. Even minuscule contact. But the players have to adjust.
Rubio is now 8 of 9 from the free throw line here in the second half. 9 of 10 on the game. Make that 10 of 11. 10 of his 18 points coming from the free throw line. And a foul on the ball. Barnett will head to the free throw line.
Yeah.
Foul by Rubio.
If they're going to call that down there, they
Yeah,
have to call
exactly.
that as well.
So 1-1.
I don't like any of those calls, by the way, but got to call it the same both ends.
Barnett sinks the first attempt. Barnett gets the shooter's roll. He now has half a dozen, extends the lead to 9. Off balance shot, and it falls by
take
Jameer
there.
Sykes. Sykes now has 8. 7 of his 8 coming here in the second half.
Don't trap yourself. There's that
Lock
corner
it
three.
from the corner. Weak side rebound, Sykes. Rubio looking to attack. Was looking for the foul, no call. Vela with the defensive rebound will slow things up.
Yeah, I think he was expecting to get fouled instead of thinking about scoring.
.15 on the shot clock. Under 2 minutes remaining. The drive by Lockett. Fading to his left. Offensive rebound. And the putback by Devin Dunn.
Yeah, good board. Locked a little out of control, but bailed out by Jackson.
6 of Dunn's 9 points coming here in the second half. .90 seconds remaining in regulation, and Rubio knocks down his second triple of the night.
That's a big shot.
Cuts deficit back to 6
Yeah, that's a
for the
big shot
Coyotes.
there. They needed that.
Coyotes called a timeout. They have 2 timeouts left. Jaguars up 6 with 90 seconds remaining. It's been the Xavier Rubio show here in the second half. 12 of his 20 coming in the second half, and 9 of those points coming from the free throw line.
Right, and he's gonna. Well, those free throws get you going, especially when you're a scorer. But down the stretch, he's gonna look to shoot. They're gonna run everything through him.
Big game for both programs. Coyotes coming in the PCAC play 3-2. Jaguars at 3-3. Currently, the Coyotes sit in 4th place, and Jaguars right behind them in 5th.
Yeah, this is a big game for both teams.
See on the floor for the Jaguars, Lockett, Vela, Barnett, Devin Dunn, and Jartavius Jackson. And on the other side, it's Whitfield, Rubio, Brinkman, Franzo. Actually, I don't know. Brinkman's on the bench right now.
No, he's
Sykes. Brinkman just hasn't looked right today. I wonder if he's battling flu or something. Or maybe he's just not one of their better defensive players, so they have him out on the defensive end.
That could be.
Jaguars working the ball around the perimeter. Dunn gets it back. Hangs in the lane and finishes.
Good pass, good cut, good finish.
8 of his 11 coming here in the second half from Devin Dunn.
They really need a bucket here.
Rubio will pull the trigger from 3. Back-to-back triples from Xavier Rubio. He leads all scorers with 23. Jaguars just need to hold. Coyotes need to foul.
Way too much time. Should have went for the steal and then the foul right away. Some big free throws here. 36 seconds left.
We have a full timeout called by 25th year head coach Rob Wykowski of the Coyotes.
The same program?
Yeah.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
He is a fixture.
Especially for a program, and this isn't down talking them at all, a program that hasn't seen a lot of success.
Right.
So it's nice to see. I mean, we saw, it's rare to see 30 years like Southwestern saw with Constantina.
True.
That's actually what Wykowski said. He said, "I'm catching up to Constantino." I was like, man,
he's closing in on him.
It's rare to see at the community college level, with one program especially. Jaguars with 10 team fouls, Coyotes with 9 team fouls. Coach Shelley in his second year with Southwestern. Still without that big win in conference play. They've been able to beat the teams in that middle tier, bottom tier of the conference, but still looking for that signature win against the top tier teams.
Yeah, and it usually only takes one to springboard your program. But it starts with pulling out games like this.
Got to win these ones. Lockett knocks down his first attempt. He's 3 of 4 from the free throw line. He has 9 on the night.
He shot that with confidence.
That's about his average.
It's the big one here.
Yeah, this next field goal attempt can, if he makes it, can turn this into a 3-possession game. And Lockett does so. Yeah, Lockett now has 10.
No threes, don't foul. Try to make him use some clock.
Contest everything.
Just stay in front. Don't foul now.
Sykes misses it.
That should do it.
Lockett with the rebound.
Gotta get the ball over.
Coyotes will foul. Who do we like for our player of the game, partner?
Ooh.
Carter Hollinger springboarded the offense in that first half with 11, but he's only 1 of 2 from the free throw line in the second half. Devin Dunn, explosive on the glass. He had 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 points on the night. Lockett's been nice. A pair of threes, especially when Southwestern really needed it. Jartavius Jackson has 7. Jalen Bandy has 10. Yeah, I mean, it's been a team effort from the Jaguars here tonight.
Right. But I can go with, I'm okay with Dunn because it's pretty close. Nobody's really separated themselves.
Yeah.
No fouls. That's a wrap.
I'm kind of thinking a little Aiden Lockett, Devin Dunn action, little duo with you and me, partner, down low.
Okay.
As the Jaguars improve to 9-10 on the season, 4-3 in conference play, and for the Coyotes, they fall to 8-10 overall, 3-3 in conference play. And with the head-to-head matchup, Southwestern bumps to 4th place in conference play. Stay with us for post-game interviews. We're going to catch up with Aiden Lockett and Devin Dunn here
It's a good
after the break.
gutsy win there.
Let's get you a half court.
Me?
Yeah. You all right?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Ah, perfect. Let's make it happen. What's going on, man? Where's the win?
Yes,
Aiden.
sir. Aiden.
Let's get a little duo. You gotta get a little duo.
You let me recruit something.
We'll start with Aiden, just because you knocked down those 2 clutch threes. That was big.
I ain't one that goddamn who knows home. Just gotta shoot.
All right, post-game interview, Aiden Lockett. Jaguars offense was struggling in that second half. They needed some clutch shots, and you were the guy that provided that.
I'm just here to shoot. That's what I tell my teammates, and that's what I do. Whether I miss or make, I'm just,
baby.
Come on, Cam. But yeah, I'm just here to shoot. You know, I hustle. I get rebounds when I can with my small self, but I shoot.
Well, and that's important, right? Because a lot of basketball is knowing your game. Some guys just struggle not knowing their game, and it sounds like when you get in the game, you're just pulling the trigger.
Oh yeah, I got the green light. You know, coach has never told me not to shoot, so gives me ultimate confidence. So I shoot every time I get a good look.
I mean, you obviously have confidence, but more so when you see the offense struggling and you know they need a bucket, right?
Oh yes sir, absolutely. You know, whether it's me or number 5, Diego, you know, we get the open look. Offense needs something going.
Yeah.
We look to hit the 3. You know, play within the game though.
What was big for you? What was big for the program tonight in the win?
Man, so we live by C, smart, energy, and effort, and for the most part, we did that tonight. You know, we started slow, Russ wasn't giving us much calls, but we stayed with it, you know what I'm saying? We just kept playing hard, and that's how we come out with a victory.
Did you know the corner threes were going to be open, or did you?
Oh, no, that's all coach. He called a play. I just did what I was supposed to.
Gotcha.
We hit the throwback, and it just so happened to be me, so I shot it.
Yeah, it seems like when you guys move the ball, you're getting that open look.
Oh, yeah. When we play as a team, we get a lot of open looks. Nobody can stop us. So we just got to continue doing that. We've been doing that the past 2 games, and we came out with a victory over Palomar and now Cuyamaca.
Yeah. That we need that signature win, though, right, against that top-tier team. That's what the program's been looking for.
Get it against City. We got to go get it against City. Come on.
Yeah. All right. Congrats, man. Good luck, man. Congrats. Good luck the rest of
Shout out, mama. Shout out, mama.
Devin. Be careful. It's wet right here. Big on the glass, man. High energy. We heard at halftime coach talking about high energy. Lockett mentioned that as well. That's a lot of your game.
Just come out and play every day like it's your last. Don't worry about any outside things. Stay out your own head. That's how you produce energy. Just come out with that dog mentality.
What does the team need to continue to do to pull out the wins?
Be a dog on defense. Starts on defense, and then offensively, play collectively and get on transition. It's a show, obviously.
Yeah, we're starting to see a theme. The last time we talked to somebody, they said your everything starts with your defense.
Yeah.
So you guys feel that when you're playing better on defense, you play better overall?
Yeah, of course. It always starts on defense. That's how championship teams have that mentality. Once they get that stops on defense, it's collective. 3 stops, that's a kill. So as many kills as you need in the game, you have a great chance of winning the game.
It helps when you guys are picking up full court as well.
Nah, of course, yeah. Picking up full court, even though some people will get lackadaisical in the back, it's got to be collective group. People in the back got to talk to the people in the front, so people in the front can know when to rotate and what angles they need to take.
We talked about rotation in that first half. A lot of guys coming in and out. I know that can be difficult for players. What's your response to that and just playing in the game?
Stay ready.
Yeah.
That's it. Just got to stay ready. Be in the coach's plan. Don't be on the end of the bench just pounding. Like, that's typically what I do, but I'm learning how to just take it day by day, stack the good days, and if you got a bad day, replace the bad day with a good day.
There's always bad days.
Yeah, of course.
But
Did you know right away that you guys had an advantage in the paint?
Oh,
that you
no,
could crash the boards?
most definitely. I wish our big man played a little bit more, but hey, coach's game plan is coach's game plan. I don't got nothing against it.
Well, I mean, with
But
you,
just collectively crashing the boards.
Collectively, yeah, of course. Got to get 5 to glass on offense. 4 to glass on offense, get 1 back. 5 to glass on defense. How you win?
you Jackson and Davis, though, it seems like that the glass cleaners on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, of course. Coach, we trying to cook something up real quick. So hopefully we can get us 3 on the court all together at one point, and we all know how to play collectively as a group. So the other 2 picks up off our energy. So does the whole bench.
Congrats on the win, man.
I appreciate it.
Keep hitting them boards, man.
I appreciate it, man.
Last word, Scott. What you got?
They got to keep it going. Now they know what their identity is.
Yeah.
Keep pounding the paint and move the ball, and sky's the limit.
Jaguars improved to 9-10 on the season, 4-3 in conference play. They bump up to 4th in Pacific Coast Athletic Conference. And on the other side for the Coyotes, they fall to 8-10, 3-4 in conference play. For my cameraman, Pablo Espinal, and my partner, Scott Catlin, I'm Bo Furtick signing off. See you next time here on the Cali Photo Sports Network.